Good afternoon and welcome to this special press conference focusing on police recruitment. Today, we're excited to announce the opening of applications for people who want to become a member of the Erie Police Department. Nearly 170 years ago, there was a tradition set the Erie Police Department apart, hiring its first African-American officer in 1904 and Pennsylvania's first female officer in 1916. The Erie Police Department has always been ahead of its time. My team and I are committed to celebrating Erie's rich cultural diversity. Over the last 4 years, we have been working hard to recruit men and women of all backgrounds so that our police force can more closely resemble the community that we serve. Community policing is very important to me. We look forward to finding candidates who are committed to building relationships, employing new strategies, and becoming the future of our police force. The next few months are a very important time for anyone interested in becoming an officer in the Erie Police Department. Now, more than ever, we need officers who are ready to serve our community as the next generation of law enforcement. They will do this by having the skills and integrity to protect and serve our diverse community in the years ahead. As of today, Monday, April 4th, the Northwest PA Regional Testing Consortium opened applications for municipal police departments in the whole Erie region. Our City of Erie Police Department is part of this consortium and is actively looking for diverse candidates who feel called to serve. We want new officers who have experience, training, and most of all, integrity to help us transform Erie. Applicants have until June 30th of this year to apply. Deputy Chief Bill Marucci knows firsthand the opportunities and the challenges that come with a career in law enforcement. Chief Marucci will now share more detail on what skills we are hoping to achieve with our new officers and how to apply. Chief Marucci.
Thank you, Mayor. Our goal has been to maintain a professionally trained police department equipped with top-tier specialty units that follow the latest and best practices and procedures. Community collaboration is a key component keeping all of our residents safe. Our department works together with law enforcement partners, criminal justice agencies, community centers, and local social and faith-based organizations to strengthen relationships and best serve the entire Erie region. To those considering a career with the Erie Police Department, know that you will be held to a high standard of integrity. We value our work in the community. We value our commitment to training. Most of all, we value our officers who come together every day and every night to keep Erie safe. To qualify as a candidate, you must be at least 21 years of age, have a high school diploma or GED, live within a 15-mile radius of City Hall within a year of being hired, undergo a background check, and meet all qualifications of the City of Erie Civil Service Commission. A career with the Erie Police Department is a family-sustaining job with a starting salary of $50,000. This salary increases to just over $94,000 after 6 years. Benefits include a pension, life, medical, dental, prescription, and vision insurance, paid time for holiday, sick, personal, and vacation time. This is a big decision, and it should not be taken lightly. If there's anything that we can do to help, please let us know. We are fortunate to have a full-time officer dedicated to recruitment. Sergeant Tom Lennox wears many hats within our department, including his work leading the Police Athletic League. His main focus, though, is to establish relationships with those who are interested in becoming a police officer and guiding them through the application and testing process. I will now turn over to Sergeant Lennox in just a moment, but first I'd like to introduce Corporal Joe Mikowski from the Mercyhurst Municipal Police Academy to share what you need to know how to apply.
So the testing application can be found at a website
It's mercyhurst.edu/police testing. You can go to that website, download the application there, fill that application out, and then you would, along with an $80 check for processing, drop that in the mail to the address that's going to be supplied on the application, or drop it off in person to that same address. You could also drop that off with Sergeant Lennox, and it would reach my office, which then we would get that all set up in the consortium process. The important things to remember is that you fill out the application legibly so that it can be read, have a valid email so that we can send you any correspondence regarding the testing process and when it's going to be, and that you make sure that your check is a certified check or money order. No personal checks can be accepted. I think that's all you need from me. No. Thank you. Now, Sergeant Lennox.
Thank you, Corporal Mikowski, Deputy Chief Marucci, and Mayor Schember. Being a City of Erie police officer is a fulfilling, rewarding experience. I know that you heard Mayor Joe Schember talk about the importance, in addition to Deputy Chief Marucci, the importance of community policing. As it relates to recruiting, we are starting to see positive results from our recruiting efforts in combination with the community policing and efforts that are being displayed out there. Before we get any further, I just want to be very clear that before you apply, I get a lot of questions as if you have to be Act 120 certified prior to taking the consortium test. I just want to make it clear right out of the door that you don't have to be Act 120 certified in order to take this police test on August 6th of 2022. You must be Act 120 certified before you can be hired as an Erie police officer. Now, with that being said, as you get closer to the test, you have any interest in joining the police academy out at Mercyhurst, the new academy class will be starting out in Mercyhurst on July 5th of 2022. And basically, the academy is a 5-month program that generally meets Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Informational sessions at the Mercyhurst Police Academy will be held in Northeast every Wednesday between April 13th and May 25th. For more details, go to https://www.mercyhurst.edu/academics/municipal police academy. Now, the physical agility test. The test is a combination of the physical agility test and the written exam, which will both be held on the same day on August 6th of 2022. The location of that test will be held at Northeast High School track. And just to give you a little skinny on what comes first, when you show up out at Mercyhurst, you are going to be administered the physical agility test first. And those requirements for the physical agility, there are 5 physical components administered during that test. First component is a 300-meter run, to which all applicants must make the time of 66 seconds in 300 meters. Next component is sit-ups. You have to complete 30 sit-ups in a row with no time limit. The next physical component would be push-ups, which you have to do 25 push-ups. And there's a vertical jump component of it where you have the ability to jump 15.5 inches beyond your highest reach. And then finally, there's the 1.5 mile run, in which every applicant will have 15 minutes and 54 seconds to complete that 1.5 miles. Now, very briefly, I get this question all the time, these questions. You don't want to wait till July to start working out to get yourself ready for this physical agility test. Anybody that is interested in applying, I would encourage you to immediately apply, get your application in with the times and the requirements for the physical agility. I would start yesterday as far as getting yourself prepared for the test. And just a little aside, a lot of the biggest hangups that most of our female applicants have, a big hurdle that they have, is the vertical jump. That usually eliminates 25 to 30 to 40% of our female applicants. So I would encourage any female applicant that is interested in applying for the job, please don't wait to the last minute to get a hold of me. Please email me, call me, and we will work out some sort of workout regime to get you ready for the vertical in addition to the other components of the test. Now the fellas, what typically wipes out our men during the physical agility test is typically the sit-ups. So with that being said, don't wait till the last minute. Start doing your cross training now. That way you're ready to go for that test. Now, when you show up at Mercyhurst, as soon as you are done with the physical agility test, if you pass all 5 components of that test, you will be invited back on the same day in the early afternoon to complete the written exam. The location of the written exam will be at the Mercyhurst University Police Training. Now, how to study for this exam, I get a lot of questions for that. Upon applying, you will get a study guide that you can download online as soon as you get your application in, and then you could print out your actual study guide to help prepare you for the written exam. Again, the sooner that you do that, and I'm going to say the same thing as I said about the physical, do not wait until mid-July to download that study guide, submit your application, because you're going to be behind the 8 ball to help get yourself prepared for that written exam. To find out more about the application testing process, visit epd.erie.pa.us/recruitment. Additionally, I would like to set up a personally one-on-one appointment with all prospective candidates, and the best way to reach me personally would be tlennox@erie.pa.us, or you can call me at area code 814-870-1168. I look forward to working with anybody in becoming a City of Erie police officer. Thank you.
And thank you very much, Sergeant Lennox, Corporal Joe Makowski, and Chief Bill Marucci. And Corporal Joe, it's especially good to have a Mill Creek policeman. I believe, my memory's not the best, but I believe this is the first Mill Creek policeman to speak at a city, at least since I've been mayor, to speak at a city press conference. So I'm very happy about that. The 3 of you are all great examples of the kind of new police officer we are looking to hire. I appreciate all your efforts to bring the best officers to help us transform Erie. There is tremendous opportunity over the next years for anyone considering becoming a police officer. We are using ARP funding to hire about 20 new additional police officers over the next year. These positions will be funded for about 4 years by the ARP money. These new positions will help our expanded officers spend more time, this will help experienced officers on the force now spend more time following up and preventing future crimes from occurring in Erie. That's our goal. We are hoping to bring many more jobs and people to Erie so that the resulting increased income will fund these new positions permanently. Again, my hope is we're going to bring so many more people to Erie that these positions that we're creating now will be funded permanently going forward. My personal goal is that we increase Erie's population at least 10,000 people over the next 7 years. If we are successful, this will fund these new positions permanently. That is our goal. My team and I are have a very close working relationship with the Erie Police Department to ensure that our neighborhoods are made vibrant and welcoming. Police Chief Dan Spizzarni and his leadership team are doing an excellent job transforming the Erie Police to make this happen. Erie Police work together with us to keep our residents and businesses safe. They use preventative strategies to stop crime, and they build strong community relationships within all of our Erie neighborhoods, especially with young minority children. And that is a lot of the work Tom Lennox is doing. And I travel with him every Christmas time, making visits to the children in this program. I'm so impressed with the relationship between these children and the police, and even more impressed that the adults in the room, many times it's a mother or a father, they have a much better relationship with the police as well. So to those who are interested in becoming an Erie police officer, I'd like to say this: please share our vision. That's the number one requirement. If you share our vision, if you do, then work with Sergeant Lennox to get the information you need. This is not an easy job, but is a very meaningful and rewarding job. You will be part of transforming Erie. We are now entering a new era of policing, and we need candidates ready for the challenges that lie ahead. We hope you will join us. To find out more about the application and testing process, visit EPD, that's short for Erie Police Department, so epd.erie.pa.us/recruitment. And recruitment is RECRUITMENT. Remember, your deadline to apply is June 30th, so don't put it off. Get all the details you need and apply today. That concludes today's press conference. Please follow us on social media for the latest updates on everything that is happening in the city. Everyone who spoke is now available for interviews. Thank you for being here.